Flash Friday, episode 20. Welcome to the show. Good boy. Sounds like. Hi guys, Flash Friday, episode 20. Whoop whoop. What do you think, buddy? Flash Friday, episode 20. Yeah. Yeah, buddy! Yeah, he's not as hyped as us. We're at a place called Pennington Flash, which is really coincidental because obviously we're with Flash. We're actually with O-Dog as well. That's Otis Dog from Otis Law 2015. If you haven't already, go to the comments and stuff and click on the link and go to the petition and sign that because it's really important that we stop dogs getting left in cars for an unreasonable amount of time. You ready to go for a walk? We haven't got much camera, so you're going to be extra awesome. So we're finally here at Pennington Flash. Here with O-Dog, being a good boy, doing his business in the woods. It's a beautiful day considering. Flash, ready, steady, fetch it up. Go on lad, fetch it up.
Go on, Flash.
Good boy, good boy. Shake, good lad. Good boy, come on big dog. Look what Otis is doing.
Don't shake on me.
Good boy, Flash. Fetch it up. Go, nearly. Oh, good dog. Good boy.
Oh, yes, he is. I did it.
Yeah, I done some treats.
Good boy.
Good lad. Oh, it's gone again, Flash. Fetch it up. It's the drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there anywhere where there's a gradient? Good boy.
As we go down. I think this, actually, it's a step down, so it's really deep straight away.
Yeah.
We'll just go keep going round.
You ready
so
for this
comfortable
one?
with that.
You one on the land. Good lad. Fetch it up. Good dog. Cup, cup, cup. Cup, 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 cup. You got some grass as well. Good lad. Ready. Fetch it up. Come and get it. Good boy. Otis, yeah. Good boy. Come
Good
on,
boy, Flash.
Well done, my mate. Well done. What are you playing at? Do you want the ball that bad? Okay, ready? Fetch it up. Come and get it.
Oh, that's a big one.
Fetch it up.
Go on, Flash.
Come get it, buddy. Good lad. You're like a little lamb.
Yes. I love it.
You will float, you know. You will.
Good boy. Yes, he is.
Shake. Good dog. Ready, Flash? Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message.
Flashback Friday! Hey buddy, what have you got there then? Hey, it's a flash cam. You having breakfast?
It's lunch.
At lunch? You cutie. Hello.
Hello.
Are they nice and crunchy? Hey. Nom 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 nom. Well, he loves you. Hey,
You're a good boy, aren't you?
you got sleepy eyes. And clean those out. I've been snoozing all the way home. 3-hour drive and he barely woke up at all. It's fantastic.
And he didn't go to the toilet.
And he didn't go to the toilet, yeah. You good boy, aren't you? You've still not been to the loo, have you? His eyes are gorgeous. Hey? Little needle teeth, haven't you? Dropping all your little kibbles. Oh, he's so cute. Dun dun dun! Somehow the video files got corrupted, and instead of getting Flash playing for 11 minutes in some water and learning how to swim, this is what we actually got. We got this instead. Not this cone. Yeah, we did get that, but this. See that blue bar going across the bottom? That's supposed to be playing the footage. So, unfortunately, guys, we're going to do something different instead. It's not really unfortunate. I mean, it would be great to have that footage, but we're going to teach him how to shake instead. Probably heard me in the video saying shake. Every time he shook, I was saying shake when he gets the water off. And I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to do that instead. Hi guys. So we're just coming back from our walk, and this is the perfect time to teach shake. Or, you know, when dogs use a technique of moving the body and the head to get all the water off them. That's what I mean by shake. I don't mean like give me your paw and let's shake hands. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the behaviour in its natural state and then develop it, shape it from there. It's called shaping. So what I'm going to do is rest the camera down, show you flash, and I'm going to be using hardly any like voice commands or talking to the camera. I'm just using like shake and a hand signal. Because what I want to do is replicate our normal training scenario. At the minute, he's got a lot of stuff on his face, on his back, he's got a collar on, he's got a lead around his nose, he's got his jacket on, and all these things are key for implementing his behaviour. When all these things come off him, he's going to shake, because naturally his body is just loosening back up, his fur and getting all the like little water or whatever off him. It's a behaviour that is subconscious to him. He doesn't say, I'm going to shake, and then shakes. His brain just says, I'm shaking. He doesn't cue himself to do it. So it's hard to capture this behaviour. Okay, so we're going to capture the shake, and I'm going to cue it and say shake. So I'm not going to be talking to the camera from this point. Let's get all this stuff off you. Let's get this stuff. Take this up. Yeah, this up. All these little things. Take them all up. Shake. Good boy. There we go. Shake. Good boy. Better. Shake. Come on, you can do it, bud. 3 times in a row. Come on. No, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So, I've added the audio cue. I'll try you in a second. I've added the audio cue and the hand signal for shake. Now, if I asked him to give me his paw, he'd understand. I want you to give me the paw. I get he can get that. But because shake for him is a natural response to shedding something off him, for example this, or when he's taking off his collar, when he takes those things off his face and off his neck and his back, his natural response is to shake it off. Look at the camera. His natural response is to shake it off. Now, to try and change him to understand that feeling that you're getting is what I want to see with this. That's what I want to see when he does that. You've got to consistently say to him, every time he's going to do that, he'll foreshadow it. He'll move his head a little bit, close one eye maybe. He'll foreshadow. That's his way of saying, I'm about to shake, and then he'll shake. Now to capture the behaviour, give him your cue, whatever it is. Could be this, could be that, could be anything you want. Give him the cue and the verbal cue. I'm going to say shake. A lot of people use that for paw, but I use paw and other paw for right and left. So that is the basics of what we're going to do. I'm going to replicate what we've just done inside when he's not coming in from a walk. But to capture it in a natural state, you're coming in from the walk, you're taking all this stuff off, or some dogs, they come out of water and they're very likely to shake then. Have your treats ready, and if you can catch it with a clicker as well, that's even better, because if your dog's clicker trained, he knows exactly the thing he's done right. Click, that's exactly what I want to see. Let's carry this on inside. Okay guys, so this part's all about knowing your dog's triggers. What's going to make your dog shake? If you want to teach him to shake, you've got to capture the behaviour first and then shape it. Add a cue and add a hand signal, and at this point where you're up to at the minute, or where we're up to now, after capturing it in a natural form, we can replicate that form and capture the behaviour again, and then from there on take away the tools and just have the hand signal and the cue that you've been implementing from the beginning. Okay, so let's get to it. So Flash and I are ready to start training. we're trying to replicate the scenario that we had in the porch earlier with his nose, with his lead on and his collar. Now we've lost the jacket, so at this point we're moving up a stage. We're making it a little bit less like the behaviour that's natural and a little bit more like the artificial. We're trying to create this behaviour. So here's how we start. Bring your dog into whichever position you're comfortable in teaching him in. I want him in front of me, looking at me, so I'm using a target and a lure, which is just his biscuits. And with my left hand, I'm going to do most of the work. I'm going to take off the lead and the collar, and I'm going to put as much effort into getting him distracted and ruffling his ears up, getting him a little bit sort of like, get off me, you know, so he's ready to shake it off. And when you can portray that, shake. Good boy, well done. And that is where we're up to. That's the point that we're up to. So when you can get to that point, and you see that, I'll slow the video down and repeat it, but you'll see his head beginning to wobble and his back end sort of, he's trying to get rid of this feeling of these things around him, sort of chastising him. So, here we go again. We'll try again. He doesn't like this on his nose. So if I put it near him, if you point down at him, he's going to back away. That's okay, buddy. Because he's a food-orientated Labrador, and all I need is a little biscuit to get him to stay still. There's a good boy. Eh? There's a good boy. Ready to do it again? Now, if, for example, you rush it too quickly and you're not successful, just don't keep trying to do the same thing. Just stop, take a step back like with all training and start from the point that you last had success. If you fail again there, take a bigger step back and start from the last point before that you had success. This isn't going to be, you've got it right, okay, next step. It's going to be, you've got it right, so repeat it and get it solid, get those foundations built so that you've proofed the behaviour. Once you've proofed it, you can do it at any point in this scenario. So right now, he's at a point where, the last time we did this, I had it wrapped around his nose. I had it like this. Double the knot up, underneath, cross it over, hook it over his nose. It's just an English slip lead and a technique that you use to control his nose. Kind of like a halty, and it's basically, if I pull back, it's not going to choke him, it's just going to put a little pressure on his nose to pull his head down and backwards to stop him pulling forward. Pull to the side, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to pull on this part of the rope, but it's going to pull it that way, so his head's going to go that direction. Because when I pull this, it comes around and tightens up here, like that. But I'm not trying to pull him, I'm just trying to put something on his face to sort of like, not annoy him, but inconvenience him, so he's ready to shake it off. Okay? So that's where we were last time. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take that off him. I don't want to start from that point. I want to take a step forward. All I want to do this time is just drape it over him. Mess about with his ears with it. Just put it over his nose a little. Maybe just mess about with it on his head. Sort of showing that we're moving away from using the lead, we're moving away from using these obstacles. We just don't want to use tools, we just want to use a hand signal and a cue in the end. Okay, bud, you ready? Just mess up all his hair, stroke his back to get him all ready to shake it all off. Take this off, try and get a clip ready. Shake! Good boy. You see the foreshadow as he paused before he did it? Flash, good lad. And that's where we're up to. So let's take another step forward, and we're rushing things for the sake of the video. Don't just do this, just keep doing the same thing every now and again. Okay? So now we're just going to use the main tool, which is going to be our lead, just a normal English show lead. And we're going to take a step forward, but we're also kind of taking a step back. We're going to cross it over and wrap it around his nose again. We're going to wrap it over his nose a little more, maybe around his collar a little more. Mess up his back, get his heckles up a little. We're going to take a step back and forward at the same time. We're getting rid of one tool, but replacing it with double around his nose. So we're just kind of developing what we've got. And next time, we won't have two around his nose, we'll just have one for the sake of the video. That's good, lad. That's better. Get it all off. Get it off. Okay, flash, flash. Look at me. Shake. Very good boy, Flash. Good boy. Very good boy. Good lad. Now, we're just going to do the same thing again. Now, I've got 3 successes there, so I could just, that is just it. It's all you kind of need for one day. Let's go forward again. Come here, bud. And we'll try and do the same thing again, but with less. Just less and less every time. So the cue and the hand signal are the key things involved. But that's what we want to put to his mind. This means shake. And like I said before, it's a natural behaviour. It's not sort of something you can artificially get, like paw. It's not something you can ask for to do. Or like sit. Although this is a natural behaviour too, his body language is going to do that at some point. The shake is hard to capture because he's doing it to expel water. It's initially what it's designed for, or expel whatever's on him. Okay, you ready to go again? Okay, let's do it again. Mess up his hair a little. Now notice it's not round his nose this time. It's just on him. It's just over his ears and scratching up his back and really trying to kind of not annoy him, but kind of like make him feel like it's all over him, smothering him a little bit. There we go. You ready, bud? Shake. Go on, you can do it. No. That's not the behaviour I wanted. So I'm going to take a step back. And it's as simple as that. We're just going to take a step back. He didn't get the reward. He's going to get it for putting his lead on. Come on, bud. Good boy. He's not getting... He's not getting punished. Let's close that over. If you've got a raised platform, it's much easier to work with. You don't have this problem where it's close to your food. There we go. So we hook it over his nose this time. Thank you. Around his nose to the point last where we had success. Now you're not going to get success every single time. It's going to be a matter of going back a step, do a little bit more. You might go forward a step, then you might have to go back a step again. And that's what it's going to be. Just because you did it right yesterday doesn't mean he's going to do it at all today. It's baby steps. Okay, go on, lad. Go on, lads. We'll just mess all his fur up. Come here. Go, boy. Get all that fur messed up. In your ears? Oh no, not in your ears, boy. Oh, that must be so annoying. I bet you want to shake that off, huh? I bet you want to shake it all off. Okay. Shake. Very good boy. Good job. Well done. Good boy. Well done. Good boy. Now, if you can't get to your clicker in time to reward him for that, that's fine. He still knows what he's doing is right. It's just really accurate using a clicker. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tried to give some good examples of taking a step forward, what to do next, and then taking a step back. So the final thing that you're going to want to do, you're going to want to be stood up, and you're going to want to have nothing on him to begin with, and just be able to look him in the eyes and say, Flash, shake. And he will shake. We're not at that stage. Good boy. Very good boy. Well done. So that's where he's kind of getting it, but we're not at that stage. I mean, this wasn't going to be in this week's video. This is going to be in a couple of videos a few weeks to come. We've had to improvise a little because we lost some footage down at the Pennington Flash. But yeah, I hope you all had a really good Christmas and New Year's, and we'll see you in Flash Friday episode 21. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please like and subscribe. Check out the Otis Law in the link in the comments down below. Thanks very much, guys. See you next week. Spin. Good boy.